All right, hello, and welcome to our podcast, Bolts. I think maybe we're gonna start talking a little skateboarding, as the kids call it these days.
That's right.
Just a couple of kids who don't skate as much as they should anymore. So why not make a podcast about it?
I'll drink to that.
Exactly. All right.
So today's topic is going to be about should skateboarding be in the Olympics or not. That's a very controversial topic amongst skateboarders, and
That's right.
what do you guys think about that?
Well, if you don't mind me starting this off, my answer to this very controversial subject is yes, it should be in the Olympics, but that doesn't mean that I acknowledge some of the problems with that. Like, I get why people would not want it. You know what I mean?
Well, what would be the problems there?
I think because it turns skateboarding into like a sport in many ways, just skating for points and like judging it, you know, and the fact that it's on like mainstream TV, things like that, you know, is, you know, it's just like, I don't know, and the way they do it is not always great. Like, they don't even have announcers that know skateboarding that well,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, can someone please tell me what a backside ollie 360 is? You know what I mean? That's what they say. Whenever someone does a back three, it's like backside ollie 360. Because they usually have one skater that knows skating. I mean, one announcer that knows
they'll
skating.
have like Tony Hawk
Yeah.
or someone.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they'll have a bunch
another
of
dude
fucking like
who, like-
ESPN
Yeah,
announcers.
just random
And I
guys.
feel like Tony Hawk, like when he would do like the X Games back in the day, he always knew what he was talking about, but he'd try and like kind of over analyze it, like kind of dumb it down for people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he would call it like a back three, but he would say those
Right.
terms like back 360.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
talking about spinning around and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm kind of neutral about it being in the Olympics because I can strongly argue for both sides of it. On one side, I kind of don't agree that it would make it a sport because there's so many things in the Olympics that are like, there's like figure skating, like that's more of like an art form, you know? And no one's like, oh, well, now it's a sport, now it's ruined, now it's only for points, but it's still like an art form.
Yeah, you talk about like the figure skating and like gymnastics. Those are two things that are very popular in the
Yeah.
Olympics. And, you know, things that matter are the tricks you do
Yeah.
and your style, you know, which
Yeah.
is what skateboarding is all about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it would personally fit in with the
Yeah.
Olympics,
Yeah.
just because it goes along with those sports like soccer, baseball, football. Those sports don't really have any place in the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah.
they're still there.
The Olympics
Like
is-
nobody cares about them in the Olympics, but
Exactly,
they still
yeah.
have them.
The Olympics is a different type of games, and you know it's a way. I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it's going to make skateboarding mainstream. It's going to do this," but who really cares? You know, coming from a person that used to be that way and used to hate like everyone else liking it, but if a lot more people like skateboarding, why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
Everyone should be able to do what they want to do. And if something that you like to do is being exploited on that large of a scale, it's honestly a good thing. Because a lot of people look down upon skateboarders. And if they saw U.S. Olympians competing on their television, they might take it a little more seriously.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in between on the issue because like there's a lot of reasons why it would be good for skateboarding, and also a lot of reasons why it would suck for skateboarding. Like on the bad side, I mean, you have this like whole like corporatization of skateboarding with like all the like Nike. Like I remember we used to like hate Nike because they came in and like, you know, they're not a skateboarding company and they have all these like top level pros and they give it loads of exposure, but like it's not the same as like
Yeah.
like Creature was like
Yeah.
5 years ago and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there's definitely some downsides, but on like the plus side, you've got more exposure is good because you get more kids into skateboarding, more money for like skate companies, skater-owned companies, stuff like that, and then also it'll like kind of get rid of that stigma that exists around skateboarding because you know like a lot of people who don't skate or have never been around that culture think skaters are like kind of low lives and stuff, but if you see it in the Olympics, you see like, Nigel Houston or whoever skating
Yeah.
in the same games as like track and field and all that. It's got a new kind of legitimacy, and it could make things easier for skateboarders to, one, not kind of deal with as many like sort of like discrimination in a way, but not like not on that level, but like people don't like skaters, and then you'd be probably more likely to get funding for stuff like skate
I
parks and
also
stuff.
would really like to see what country Nigel skates for. I don't think anyone knows where he's from.
Yeah.
So.
See, that's one of the things. Like, is say skateboarding enters the Olympics, like there's gonna be America in it, and then like
Right.
Brazil, yeah.
Yeah.
But like who
Right.
else on that?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
like,
America's
talk
gonna
about
win
Spain
because
or
like
something.
90% of the skateboarders are in America, and then you've got like a few British ones, a few.
Well, on the contrary, I think Europe does have a really good scene now.
Yeah.
I that
Really got
George
fucking
here brought me back a
Jesus.
English skate magazine.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some of those pictures were unreal, and these guys I've never even heard of. Like, never heard of, but they're doing like the same level tricks as people in Thrasher, Transworld, everything
Yeah.
like that. So,
And you've also got like skaters coming over to America. Like you got people like Ben Ramers, like
Yeah,
Jeff Rowley,
yeah.
all these like especially British skaters who come to America and skate for American like companies,
Yeah,
but
'cause that's
they
where all
still
the-
represent their home country probably.
yeah.
Dude, it honestly, like, any foreign skater should be skating for America. Like, America should be the only country in it because that's where the industry is.
What's the
you know
point?
what I
It's the
mean?
Olympics.
So that's like street
But, like-
league, I guess. Is
Yeah.
street league enough? Do we even need it?
Yeah,
in the Olympics?
exactly.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I just mean, like, you can't go pro in Brazil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
soccer where, you
Yeah,
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 yeah.
like everyone comes to
Yeah.
America when
The only
to
reason
get a
they're
career
skaters
here.
is because of America. They skate for America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
That's
on
where
a,
the
on a
industry
slight
is.
side note, does the Olympics really need another damn sport? I
Yeah.
mean,
They're gonna keep adding stuff no matter what.
how many freaking sports do they need, or whatever? Shouldn't be calling it a sport.
Yeah, I think Battle at the Barracks definitely is the competition. And Tampa, I don't really like lines so much, but those two competitions really reflect like the attitude of skateboarding. And something about Street League and something about the Olympics. I mean, I guess we don't know how they'll do the Olympics, but I have a feeling it'll be more like Street League and less like Battle at the Barracks.
Definitely.
It just doesn't. I don't really know what it is, but something about Battle at the Barracks is so much cooler
Yeah.
to me than Street League.
Yeah.
You know, and I watch Street League. I'm a hypocrite. I'll watch the Olympics when it's on, but it doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah,
to me.
like I do not care about flat ground skating at all. Like that bores me to death. But I'd rather watch Battle of the Barracks than Street League still.
So, I guess well, like when we think about skateboarding in the Olympics, I think we think about street skating and park skating.
yeah,
the
I was
Battle of
about
the
to
Barracks.
add to that.
But the general audience of the world, maybe they think about like half pipe, like
Yeah,
bigger
like,
ramp kind
big
of
air
stuff.
stuff.
that
Yeah,
skateboarding,
like I guess
Yeah.
What
another
types
part.
of skating are going to be in the Olympics?
Oh yeah,
Because
Should've done
it's.
some
I
research.
mean, as much as you want to say, skateboarding is all the same, it's not, because there's different types of skaters, and like, what kind of skaters are they going to showcase? And I feel like the way it is with X Games and a lot of stuff, X Games has Mega, they have Vert, now they have Park, and they have Street.
right.
Is
Yeah.
the Olympics going to be on that scale? Like, I think, how does it work with the snowboarding? Do they have
They have
half
multiple.
pipe?
Yeah, they have multiple
They have
events. They have
half-pipe.
like big air sort of
Yeah,
thing.
so
They have like slope style or something.
You could fit it all in there. I don't think the regular public wants to see flat ground skate type skating.
Yeah,
That's
that's
yeah,
the
like
thing.
that's just for people that have like skated long
Right.
enough to care about that.
It's good, but I think that stuff's so exciting. Like something about it.
because you skateboard that.
Yeah, I
Like-
know. That's
And
the
because
thing.
that's what you skate.
Yeah.
There should be some sort of mixture that like has the skate culture in it, but that would be accessible to like a more mainstream audience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you can't go like all out. Just
Yeah.
it's here's everyone in the world. Here's skateboarding. Here's like insert giant brand here. Coca-Cola is sponsoring the skateboarding this year.
Right.
And Mountain Dew already does that.
It would be sick
But-
though, to have like the skateboarding like attitude about the Barracks.
Yeah.
But not with flat ground. Like Tampa's kind of like that, but Tampa is lines, and no one wants to watch 10 crappy tricks in a row. We want to watch like
Well, I mean,
I guess
think a
like
lot of people
I
do.
want to watch that.
I don't know.
I mean, like I guess
don't like the
you
lines.
prefer like best trick or something.
Yeah,
then,
like
but-
the Street League when they give them 4 out of 6 tries and they take
for
your
a
makes.
single trick or whatever.
They take your best 4 scores out of 6 things, so you try to land 4 things at least. Like that's good because you can mess up a couple times and they can do some insane stuff.
yeah.
But then Street League, they have that dude that announces it that I just fucking can't stand.
What?
That dude.
Who?
They usually have like Felix or the first one they had Steven Robb, which was sick, but they always have like Chris Cole and then this one dude that works for ESPN. I fucking can't stand that guy. I wish I knew his name.
Yeah, whenever there's
hit him
like
up on Twitter.
whenever there's a like non-skateboarding sports,
You can tell this guy
personality,
doesn't skate.
Yeah,
Dude,
you've
you
always
can
got the
tell.
and this is a backside 360 ollie. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah, like just the ESPN game of skate. Did you guys watch that?
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen it.
It just
once.
seems so
It
gay.
Seems really like
They would make the skaters wait for replays. They're like, Mike, hold on, we're showing them.
Oh,
a
I saw
replay."
that. Yeah, it was like
for games
what
of
are you
skate,
doing?
Yeah.
like toe drags and stuff.
Yeah, so I guess it's just execution, and I don't think the Olympics will execute it well.
no, yeah, that's the thing. Like nobody in the Olympics knows anything about skateboarding, and
Yeah.
the people they'll like commission to set up the event probably also won't know enough about skateboarding to pull it off. So that's why I feel like it's probably not the best idea, just because there's no way they're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, for sure.
The idea of winning a gold medal for skating just seems pretty
yeah.
retarded.
I mean,
But again, I'm gonna watch it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll watch it. No
in
question.
the long run, like, has like skateboard competitions really ever succeeded? Like, if you think about it, Maloof Money Cup does not exist anymore.
Right.
X Games, dude, no, I can guarantee you, any skater would rather watch like a video part over an X Games.
Oh yeah,
replay.
skateboarders don't care about like
so the
competitions.
thing is, like, okay, maybe the general population would like it, but is it really something that like skateboarders would do? And is there really big enough of like a group of skateboarders for it to even be in the Olympics and sort of, I don't know, matter to?
If curling is in the Olympics, I'm pretty sure skating's as big
Yeah,
as
but,
curling.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different.
But
though,
why
'cause-
is curling in the Olympics?
Oh,
That's
because
the
no one
thing.
cares about it.
Yeah, you
and
know,
that's why it's in
Yeah.
the Olympics. Yeah,
But-
sports people care about are not in the Olympics. That's a good point. And I think
or
people care
they
about
are,
sports.
but like nobody watches them. Like people don't watch soccer in the Olympics, really. Like, because who cares? You've got the World
Yeah.
Cup. You've got all these
Right.
other things.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's a good point. It took the Englishman to make a point about soccer.
yeah, of course.
That's why we brought him. The
Yeah, there
diversity.
we go.
Diversity.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they're gonna do something like that, Street League has it down in terms of like the system with
Yeah.
the judges and everything like that.
Yeah, it keeps getting smaller every year though. It was like ESPN, that was the best one. Then ESPN 2, and then it's like Fox Sports,
Yep.
and then it's like Fox Sports 2, and now it's like fucking like MySpace. No, I'm just kidding. It's not MySpace. But I don't even know where it is now.
That's the thing.
I also feel like X Games does a good job with like the way they just incorporate different disciplines. Like you got big air, you got vert, you got park, you got street. I feel like that would be interesting to have if skateboarding were to be in the Olympics, to have like, you know, so all kinds of skaters can at least find something they're interested in, as opposed to just everyone either doing lines or stairs or something like that.
The X Games used to be so big when we were younger.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I haven't watched it in like
non-existent
years.
anymore.
I'll like go back like 6 months after it happened and be like, oh yeah, that happens every year, and I'll watch
I
like
think-
one run.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing though the X Games does now is the park, and
Yeah,
they
definitely.
set up a whole new concrete course every
Yeah.
time, and you know they invite guys like Raven Terche and all these like crazy park dudes and the tranny guys, and it's honestly I could see it being impressive to see people flying around on concrete, padless, like airing over things, grinding things, just doing the most like ballsy shit, and it just looks sick, I think, to anyone, not even just skateboarders. And I think that's like a new way to like open up people's eyes to skateboarding, of like what it really is, you know?
Yeah, dude, we definitely need. I feel like people aren't picking up skating anymore because it's not in culture the way it used to be.
Yeah.
So it could be through a competition.
It's like it's still like in culture, but it's kind of in a different way. Like you used to see skateboarding as like this cool, like sort of rock punk sort of thing, and now I feel like it's been adopted into this more like mainstream culture. Like you'll see random companies using skateboarding in advertising.
Yeah,
You'll see
they
like
love doing
Mini
that.
or
Yeah.
like
They really love
yeah,
doing
they
that.
love doing
Dude,
that.
Sheckler was in the Justin Bieber music video.
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. That's
a new one.
No, it was like a lyric video for like
Yeah.
one of his.
yeah. It was like a while
I
ago.
think
Yeah.
in the the early 2000s, late 90s, like skating really did get commercialized on a scale like that too, though. Like it's not anything new. I feel. I mean, if you look about it,
Yeah.
like when I was 7 years old, I saw freaking Tony Hawk on a Bagel Bites commercial. Like, I mean, how much more mainstream could it get if it is in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it has a more like core aspect to it now, and there's like subcultures within skating that won't like die out just because it's in the Olympics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and people have been like complaining about how skateboarding is going to be taken into the mainstream too much for like the last 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And I
Just
mean,
the
it's
nature of
yeah,
skaters.
like
Yeah.
bowl skating still
Yeah.
happens. Like
Yeah.
things come and go, but they come back. Like it's not like a big deal.
Right, like skateboarding's not going anywhere. Even if like LeBron James like quit basketball and decided to become like a skater, and like millions of kids like started, and it became like the most mainstream like thing if it was in schools and things. It would still be skateboarding. Like if it's fun to do, then it's
Yeah.
like it's fun to do.
Yeah.
Like it can't really be destroyed.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, like people that have skated for like 10 years aren't gonna stop because they saw an advertisement that was kind of lame. They're
Yeah.
gonna,
Yeah.
They'll keep doing it because it's fun, and
It's
then
fun to do.
it'll get new
Yeah.
kids into it. So there's a plus. Like, yeah, you'll get like hardcore skaters being like, "Oh, that sucks. That's really lame. Like that
Yeah,
doesn't
the
represent
Eli's
me
of the
at all."
Dude, the only like thing that really like rots my gut out when I see is the fucking little 12-year-olds wearing Thrasher shirts
That don't
everywhere you look. Like
Yeah.
it's like a fashion. Like it's not like, all right, like I get it. Like you shouldn't tell people they can't wear certain things. It's like you have any idea what Thrasher is? Like it's like a fashion company, and places like H&M and shit are ripping off their font and their logo. It's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's nothing new.
Yeah, because like skateboarding has kind of preceded fashion trends forever
Yeah.
at this point. Like every time
but
something
not,
comes up in
but not that directly.
yeah, like not something that's like straight up just
Yeah.
like a Thrasher magazine, like the skateboarding Bible, quote unquote.
Yeah, like could you imagine like if like I don't know, like Craftsman tools became like a fashion
Yeah,
trend?
yeah,
Like,
it would
what
be
the
weird.
fuck? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's happening with music too. People.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
music,
people wearing
like-
Nirvana shirts and stuff that
Yeah.
never even listen to them. Like that happens all the time. And you get like I think Kim Kardashian wearing a Morbid Angel shirt like
Yeah.
a week or so
Or
ago,
her
which
sister
is
or
like,
some shit. I don't
yeah,
know.
one of those. Like it's weird.
It's like,
I
what?
think with skateboarding in the Olympics and fashion, though, if you're gonna see skaters like in the Olympics, they're gonna be wearing like Nike,
Yeah.
and like
Oh yeah, they're gonna be wearing.
exclusively. It's not
Yeah.
gonna be anything really other than
Yeah.
that.
You're not gonna get any like small companies.
Yeah, because
No.
you know how
Yeah, because they'll have the big popular skaters
with the
on.
Olympics, one company sponsors the whole team. I'm pretty sure. I'm
Really?
almost 100% sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that, I'm sure.
I remember in like the snowboarding that I think they all had to wear Burton.
Wait,
Yeah.
you know what I just realized, dude? Don't they drug test for the Olympics?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
who's
oh,
gonna be
dude.
skating?
Dude, that's it. It's over. Nobody is gonna
Yeah,
be able to
actually,
skate.
I think that's our answer.
It's,
right
no,
there.
it's gonna be all the like 11-year-old kids that are on Birdhouse. They're gonna be
Oh,
the
we could
only
probably
kids
make
that.
it. Dude.
We gotta make it.
We're the only skaters in the world who could like quit weed long enough to like make it to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I
don't
didn't even
smoke
think
at
of
all.
that.
I don't even smoke at all.
Yeah. No.
Like I think Nigel would be able to.
He just drinks a lot, right?
Yeah, he doesn't he get the cops called on him like every
Yeah.
5 minutes for his parties at
Yeah,
his
his
house.
crazy parties.
Probably.
Heard some vile things about him.
Yeah, dude, no one's gonna be in it. God damn. Malto could be in it.
Yeah.
He's
Jeremy
like a straight
Rogers.
shooter. Jeremy Rogers.
Bad news.
Yeah.
Test positive for meth.
Test positive for cancer.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. You think they would have sponsors around it? like skate sponsors.
I don't know if they would be skate sponsors. I feel like they might have
Coca-Cola
like
and
they might
stuff.
have like
Yeah.
one skate sponsor.
Nike.
They might have like probably Nike SB, and then they'll have like
Zoomies.
maybe Zoomies, and then they'll just have like some other non-skateboarding related companies come in and be like, oh yes, we want our name on their skateboarding leotards. And
Imagine. Dude, that would be insane. They actually did that for King of the Road. They made the teams
Oh
wear
yeah,
leotards.
I need to watch that
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, the thing about the X Games, to go back to that, is one of the reasons that got really gay was because that guy died on the snowmobile, and they took out the Moto X best trick, which
Yeah.
was
Did they
the
really?
sickest.
Yeah,
thing.
that was
That's where
like
he
the
got
only
back
cool
from.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the dirt bike?
Yeah. So maybe Olympics could like fill the void that X Games left,
Yeah.
but probably not.
But they're not gonna have motocross.
Yeah,
in
they're not gonna
the
have motocross.
Olympics.
But just because I feel like them taking that out made me less excited about the X Games as a whole, not just like
Yeah.
like I stopped even watching the skating on the X Games like
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
Yeah.
one of the coolest things in the X Games. Like even
Yeah.
if you don't care about dirt bikes, like I
I'm
personally
so
think it's
sick.
cool, but it's
Yeah.
it's so sick seeing them. do
Yeah,
that
so I
shit.
stopped even watching like the Mega Ramp, which I used to watch every
Mega
year.
Ramp's cool. I like the Mega
Sometimes
Ramp
I
still.
check it
They
out.
started
Yeah.
doing too much with that though, with the rail they
Yeah.
move in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And like, there's only so much that's like cool that you can do. Really.
Or on the Mega Ramp?
Yeah. Like I feel like everyone does the same stuff, and then like someone comes in and does like, oh, it's a backflip now, but that kind of looks like shit. So like whatever.
The backflips are like sideways.
Yeah.
you know, like,
But like the ones that do like the straight back ones, like yes, it's impressive, but it also looks like garbage.
But I mean, I feel like one cool thing that you could take that would be cool in the Olympics is like you could maybe see like one of your like skaters, one of your favorite skaters that you looked up to, and you'd be like, wow, like someone that like has the same interest as me, like probably like grew up almost the same way I did. I was obviously just more talented. Could be like on that like large scale of like an event, and like it's like could be almost like inspiring.
Yeah, it's definitely it would definitely be inspiring to like younger kids that are
Yeah.
starting to skate to see like skaters in these huge competitions that are
Yeah.
like it's the Olympics. It's like worldwide. So it would be cool for like younger kids to see that, but then you'd also get the older like jaded dudes being like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah. But what's gonna sell? Like those kids or
Oh,
the
those
old
kids. Yeah, the old
Exactly.
dudes will keep buying from local skate shops that will probably go out of business pretty quick. And because the young kids are going to see, like, oh my god, Nike, oh, like all these big companies and be like,
Yeah.
because they advertise to them and they see it and they don't know about the, like,
I feel like
smaller
every
stuff.
skater eventually finds their way. You
Yeah.
know, like because like, I mean, when I first started skating, like all I cared about was like the DC team and the Plan B team, and you know, eventually, like after I skated more and
fucking
more. Huh?
saying.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I was the
you
same
know,
way. I wore DC shoes, I had
Element.
Plan B boards.
Element,
Yeah.
you know, I genuinely was like, Element makes the best boards. Little do I know,
Yeah.
like, they're all just pieces of wood with glue, you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
And
that's
then, you know,
what
I
I'm
found
saying.
my way. I found, like, I watched more videos, and I was like, oh,
And you
well,
found
this-
something that fits
Yeah.
you. Like, we
Yeah.
like Creature and shit because we like
Yeah.
metal and like
Yeah.
shit like that, and then other people like like Girl and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
people just find what fits them. And
Yeah.
Dude,
most people start out with the bigger, more like mainstream companies, though.
is there a way to make it like kind of badass like skateboarding is in the Olympics?
Probably
I
not.
don't know.
That's not gonna happen.
That would be so sick, though. Like I can't even imagine what that would look like.
yeah,
but
like
something.
how would that look?
Yeah, like I was saying before, something that feels like Battle at the Barracks, but it's not just flat ground.
Dude, we didn't even cover
know.
the Do Tour.
Oh yeah.
No one ever
Who
knows
gives
about
a
this.
fuck?
Is that still around?
Does that still exist?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Dude,
Alright.
they have the most random people in the
Yeah.
resort.
Yeah. So what if Olympic skating was like street league, but you have like a security guard chasing you around?
That would be hilarious.
And you got to get around him before he like knocks you off or something like that. That's part of it.
Dude, you know what the idea?
That'd be
would
interesting to watch, I think.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to watch like the fucking I don't know many Olympic sports. Like you get the track team to skate down like the 10 stair or something.
What?
That would be a good
Like it's like a course. You
So
gotta
you
do
get
that.
like the non-skateboarding athletes to
you say
try
you have to
skating
go
like
skate the
difficult
10
shit.
stair. You have to go skate the hand. That would be sick.
Stick them much up with a mega ramp.
Yeah. Dude, Rob Dyrdek, because like we were talking about, or I was saying how like Street League got like smaller every year. I think he sold it too.
Yeah, he did.
Like
sure.
that just made me think like Rob Dyrdek, like he thinks he's like this is getting kind of off topic, but he's like this business guy. He's like this mogul.
Yeah.
But like what business things has he done? Like he just did the TV.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he made a
he-
shitload of money from that, and then
But that's not business. That's just like
I mean,
I think he had a
Jersey
couple.
Shore
He had a
shit.
couple
He's like-
projects. He had that those clothing things with the
Well,
guns.
Alien Workshop was him, right?
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
Silver
he-
Trucks or whatever.
Was
I don't know.
he Alien Workshop? Or
he
was
I don't
on
think
Alien,
yeah, I think he ended up being like an owner in some way. But that was after he made his money. He probably like bought it or something.
Yeah, for the longest time, I thought he owned DC because everyone was like,
Yeah,
"It's Dyrdek
yeah.
and Company." Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh
and I
yeah.
believe
What is
him
it?
for, like,
Drawers clothing or something?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't even know what it stands for.
I think it's
Dumb cunts.
drawers clothing.
Yeah,
Alright.
dude. I skated a pair of DCs just because Mike and I went to DC. It kind of made it less gay. But now Mike and I got kicked off, so I stopped skating DC.
I haven't seen what any of their shoes look like for the past like 8 years. So in my mind, they're still like these big, bulky 2007 shoes.
Yeah. With the big logo.
Dude, what would it look like if the Olympics like didn't have that gay, sporty vibe to it? You know what I mean? But
And
in
then
skateboarding, and it was like sick instead, like more like Tampa or something.
That's just
But it
not
wouldn't
It's not
possible.
gonna
like
happen,
because
but
the
what could
entire
it be?
point of it being
It's being-
cool
it's
is
being
that
extra.
skate park of Tampa like
Yeah.
is pretty sure it's owned by skaters. Like it's like inside skateboarding culture. If something
Yeah.
that's outside
Yeah.
tries to intrude, then it's never gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe not just like build a park inside of a stadium, just like find a small warehouse,
Yeah.
build ramps up the side, then make people stand like against
Yeah,
the wall, you
that would be
That's
cool.
the skater feel, like
Yeah,
concept
yeah.
demos and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you can have everyone like shotgun a beer before they skate.
have the skaters
That'd be
build the park before.
Dude, who do you think would win
Nice.
besides Nice?
what discipline?
Oh yeah, I don't even know what they'll do.
Like
Pedro's Barros would win par.
yeah.
I don't know who
I don't know
would-
who would win Mega
Probably,
Ramp
like,
anymore. Some
Tom
like
Shaw or some
11-year-old.
12-year-old.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like 12-year-olds are the
Who
only
win
ones that skate.
Yeah.
It's
ramps.
because they're so light and they can
Dude,
just fly.
yeah, Bob
Yeah.
Burnquist is essentially like a pedophile at this point.
Just skate with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying on like the podium at the end it'd be Nigel on top with the American flag if he's flying the American flag.
The Ecuador flag.
Yeah. Luan with the Brazil flag in 2, and I don't know who's in 3rd.
Maybe Chris Jocelyn
Oh yeah.
Chris Jocelyn, yeah.
or
Chris
Shane
Jocelyn.
O'Neal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You want one
okay.
of those two would definitely be.
So we got
top
3
Jerry
countries in
Shu
this.
with North Korea. Is that how you say his last name?
Jerry
I don't
Sue.
know.
Jerry Sue.
I
Whatever, I
think.
don't know. Yeah, Jerry Sue. That's bad.
Yeah, I think his name is really Jelly, but like he pronounces it like Jerry.
Jerry.
He can't say
His
it.
shoes are cool. The Americans are cool.
So yeah, bottom line, I think it should be in the Olympics. I don't know if it'll last, but they have so many things in the Olympics that are like back and forth, or they're taking it
Yeah.
out, putting it in, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Try it out because I think there's going to be people that watch it, and then in a couple of years, I think it'll die. But don't know unless you try.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool to see it in the Olympics. Honestly, I would vote for it.
Yeah, I mean, I would watch it definitely. I kind of don't really care either way. Like,
Yeah.
put it in if you want. Like, people will be hyped. People will be pissed about it. It'll be something entertaining to watch, I guess. But like, if it doesn't go in, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that.
Yeah.
Dude, I say yes if they can get Bam in it.
Oh god.
No, I say yes, but that's kind of like a yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
yes.
it's not like I'm passionate
Yeah.
about it.
I just don't like the idea of like just I don't know, just the nature of it.
Maybe
I
that's
just
the
don't
whole
like the nature of it.
skateboarding
But yeah.
attitude. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Like that defines the
Yeah.
culture, and that's why it's not in the Olympics because nobody cares that much if it is or not.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, I guess. When's the next Olympics?
20.
I don't really know.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
Right. Where is that? Yeah.
Russia?
It'll be in
No.
Tokyo.
Oh, it's in Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in
right,
Tokyo.
right. I knew that. Cool. All right.
Yeah, dude.
We'll see.